Hey everyone, it's Starlight Plurs, and I have my Birchbox versus Ipsy video this month. I know these have been out for a while, and I'm kind of late on the bandwagon here, but I actually had some family come in and visit me, and then I went out of town to visit back home, and I adopted a puppy. So if you know what it's like to stay at home with a puppy and go through the house training process, that just takes up so much time. And then I unfortunately had a dental issue, which is actually still going on, and it's my first time dealing with something major, so it's very, very uncomfortable. So that's where I've been. But either way, in case you're interested, I figured I would still upload my Ipsy versus Birchbox video, since I still occasionally watch them if I see people upload them. So I will go ahead and start out with Ipsy. I've already opened it right here. So the pink bag this month I thought was really, really cute, and it has like a really, really cute little like leopard print design on the inside too. I don't know if you can hopefully see that on camera, but if not, if you watch these videos, I'm sure you saw it. So the first thing that I pulled out was by Jessie's Girl, and it's a eyeshadow palette for brown eyes. And the quality of these eyeshadows is not bad for a drugstore. They are more on the shimmery side though, where when I do have an eyeshadow palette, I prefer for there to be a very deep matte rich brown, so I can do work on the outer V for smoking out basically any look. So these aren't bad. I don't know how often I would reach for these because I have so many neutral eyeshadows by higher end companies that I know that I can count on, but it's still nice though to receive something like this from Ipsy. So, you know, nice product though. Next, I guess I essentially got 3 full-size items, but the next one that I received is by JCat Beauty, and they are eyelashes. I'm trying to find exactly, they're XL, I'm sorry, not XL, EL747XS. That was a mouthful. But they're just basically natural-looking eyelashes. The strip is almost, it's not clear, they're basically like knotted, but it's not like a whole black band. So I don't usually wear whole bands of eyelashes. I will experiment with individual or like accent lashes. So these are actually pretty though. They are pretty natural looking, so even if I don't want to wear the whole thing, I can always cut them in half and then use them as an accent eyelashes, which I actually am wearing today. I'm experimenting with eyelashes because I am planning on doing my own makeup for my wedding. I actually do want to wear individual or accent eyelashes. So either way, it's nice to receive these though, because, you know, if I'm feeling playful, I can at least wear eyelashes one day. So next full-size item was by Zoya, and it's a nail polish. And I'm going to butcher the name of this nail polish. I really wish I had watched a video real quickly of somebody pronouncing it, but I didn't. But I believe this is pronounced Odette. I don't know. But it's a purpley plum color, but it's not pastel, which I'm really glad because I don't like pastels. But this is really pretty. I could see this wearing either on my hands or my feet, so really, really pretty. And I do like Zoya nail polishes too. I think they're really good quality. So next item that I received is something that I really, really appreciate, and probably out of everything, this was my favorite. But this is by Dr. Lynn's Skincare, and it's a acne spot corrector. But the chemical ingredient in this is benzoyl peroxide, which I haven't really experimented with acne products that have that ingredient. I have used mostly salicylic acid. So I am interested in using this, and this also treats past acne marks to help fade dark and red marks, which I actually do have. So I'm really, really interested in this product because I'm always looking for a, you know, I have a really good spot treatment, but not really one for past scars. So I'm really, really excited about that one. And the last product that I have is by Pop Beauty, and it's just a lip gloss, which I think almost everyone receives something by Pop Beauty. And this is by the color Fuchsia Freesia, which is a very, very bright pink color. And the packaging is nice though. This feels very like rubbery soft, like NARS. And this is probably something that I will experiment more in the summertime. It is very bright. I don't know whether or not this is something that I would use just because it's so bright, and I prefer more natural looking colors, like my lips better. So yeah, Ipsy was pretty good. Everything that they sent was, you know, they really hit it out of the park, I would say, with full-size products this month. And by far, I'm really excited about the acne product. So next I will go into Birchbox. I've already opened it up, and I've already used 2 things in here too. Actually 3 things. I can at least give you a little bit of a review too. Actually, you know what? 4. So I can give you guys a little bit of a review. So they have partnered up with, I believe, Us Weekly this month, and here's what it looked like on the inside. So it wasn't that big of a box, but either way, I was actually kind of, oh, you know what, I've only used 3 products, but either way, I was actually kind of okay with this box. But the first thing that I received is by Ruby and Wing, and it's a color change, I just realized it was color changing. A color changing polish, and it's a glitter one. So it's basically like a, you know, a gold, like Christmas gold glitter on the inside. On the outside, it turns more like an orangey glitter. So this, I kind of wish that I had this around Christmas time, because then I would probably use it on like an accent nail. But, you know, I'm okay with having a glitter nail polish, especially a smaller one, because I don't use glitter very often. So, I'm sorry, I'm watching my dog at the same time. So, next item that I received is by Agave, and it's a healing oil, and it's basically an oil treatment for hair. It's supposed to smooth, restore, transform, and manageable frizzy hair, and I have already used this in my hair. I only have maybe about 1 more use in this because I have extremely long curly hair, but it actually did okay. I don't know if depending on the price, I don't know if I would purchase this, but this was okay. It probably worked better than some of the other brands that Birchbox has sent me, but this was not bad. I definitely will use it a second time to see kind of how I feel about it, but not bad, Birchbox. So next item that I received is by Morelia Monarch, I believe is how you pronounce it, but this is a hand therapy, which I believe this is just a small lotion sample. Yeah, it's sealed though. So just this is really, really small though, a small hand cream. I think about like, and you know what, I'm not going to judge Birchbox sending hand creams to me anymore, or like body butters, because I have one that I left next to my nightstand that at first when I opened up my Birchbox I was like, great, another like body butter lotion thing. But the more I use it, the more I actually like it, that I would consider buying it. So I can't judge, you know, little hand creams and stuff like this, because you never know. So next item is by Smashbox, and this is their full exposure mascara. I actually have already used this before, and this mascara is actually one of my most favorite high-end mascaras. So when I saw this, even though I was kind of like, I've already used it, but I love this mascara, so I did not mind receiving another sample size. So thanks for the travel one. And last thing, I'm kind of on the fence about this, but it's another product from Smashbox, and it's a Try Me. To me, I kind of look at this like a foil packet, but it's basically like these. Urban Decay, I think, does this sometimes with orders. But it's a chance for you to try out their new palette, Full Exposure, which I kind of am interested in it, sort of. But you can try out 10 of their colors. There's 5 shimmers and 5 mattes. And I have tried out Smashbox's eyeshadows. I actually have a palette by them in a small little trio, and they're actually pretty good quality. Really, really good quality. So I do think it's nice that I'll be able to swatch the colors, but you know, as often as I go to Sephora and Ulta, I'll be able to swatch them in person anyway. So still nice though. So this month, to be quite honest, I think it may be a tie between the two of them. Because even though, you know, Ipsy sent me a full-size eyelashes and the eyeshadow palette, I probably will not use them, to be quite honest. And the nail polish is kind of like an okay color to me. It's not one that I'm like, ooh, like I wouldn't have picked it out at the store. But with Birchbox, the mascara I love. The eyeshadows, I'm interested in it. The hair oil treatment is something that I probably, if I had seen the sample size at a beauty store, I probably would have purchased it because I like experimenting with hair oils. So, I don't know who's a winner. I would say, if I could rate on a 100% scale, I would say maybe Birchbox 60, Ipsy 50%, or I'm sorry, 40%. So that's why I do law, not math. But anyway, so I would say may have been Birchbox this month. I don't know. Just because I think Birchbox sent me items that I probably would use first. Or actually purchase the full size. There we go. If you're looking at it from like a marketing or future intent of the customer, I think with Birchbox's stuff, I probably would be more likely to purchase the full size as opposed to Ipsy. So if you're looking at it from that perspective, I would say Birchbox wins. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments, or if you thought one was better, leave a comment in the comment section, and thanks for watching.